Here we go, you've clicked on this video wanting to know the best FIFA 21 hidden gems in career mode for you to sign in your career mode saves, and I'm here to deliver. We're all aware of the same old wonder kids everyone picks up in their career modes. If you're on a bit of a budget, want to get the best out of your investments, maybe you're doing a Road to Glory save and you haven't got the budget to splash the cash, don't worry, we've got you covered. I'm going to come through with some of the best hidden gems and diamonds in the rough. They fly under the radar, and you know what, they need to be appreciated a bit more. We're going to start off position by position. We've got a lengthy list to get through, so let's stop wasting time and kick it off with Lucas Chevalier. If you did play FIFA 20, you know a bit about him. At 18 years of age, still playing at Lille, and he has a potential of 83 in FIFA 21, valued at 850k. Definitely a great startup goalkeeper for you to sign. And Ivan Martinez out at CA Osasuna, the Spaniard possessing two traits with the goalkeeper long throw and saves with feet. Very valuable qualities a goalkeeper needs to have at 60 overall. He's got a whole lot of growth ahead of him, valued at 625k with a 1.95 million pound release clause, with 81 potential, 21 overall points to grow, valued at 625k. He's definitely bang for your buck. Moving on over to the defense, and I've claimed in my new FIFA 21 Wonder Kids video that it's the year of the defenders, and right here we've got some more to showcase with Pierre Kalulu, brand new defender for AC Milan, can play at right back and centre back. The Frenchman with some decent light green stats in there, and he's valued at 1.9 million pounds. Apparently you won't be able to pick him up as he's too important for the Rossoneri. Tarek Lamptey, if you're a fan of Premier League football, you probably know all about him. Exploded onto the scene. The Chelsea Youth Academy product with the speed dribbler trait. All these wonder kids have a potential of a plus 80, and Lamptey is no exception with a game face as well. The Seagulls right back can also play at right mid, valued at 1.9 million pounds and has a potential of 83. Luke Matheson's moved from Rochdale to Wolves, has really exploded onto the scene last year. He has that long throw trait and he's back for FIFA 21 with the high attack and work rate, going to be bombing up and down that right hand side. At 17 years of age, another one valued under £1 million. The Englishman has a potential of 82. With more right backs incoming, it's not Kylian Mbappe, it's Kylian Sardella, the versatile wing back at Anderlecht. The Belgian can play right and left back. With that 4-star weak foot, he's got some physicals to boast about, some light greens that really get you excited. At 66 overall, he has a potential of 83, and he's only valued at 1.9 mil. With a release clause slapped in, he is definitely a bargain to hunt. Cody Drame out at Leeds. It's not the only Leeds player we have on this list, so I'll keep you on your toes. High attack and work rate for the Englishman, 61 overall, has some promising stats to start off with an 81 potential, valued at 775k. He's a hidden gem you need to try out. As we move over to the centre backs now, Jared Branthwaite out at Everton, potential title challengers this season. Already at 18, he's 6'4", with a high defensive work rate, 3-star skill moves. I mean, his stats do need improving as he's only 60 overall, valued at 675k. The Merseyside club definitely have an English super talent on their hands in the future. With an 82 potential, a lot to get excited about on Merseyside. Omar Rekik, we already covered him in our new Wonder Kids video, and he just deserves to qualify for this list as well. The Dutchman with a high defensive work rate, 4-star skill moves, and is only just valued over £1 million. Hertha Berlin's defensive rock is definitely one to keep your eye on. As we move on down to the 17-year-old Pole playing for Wisla Krakow, it is Daniel Hoyo Kowalski. Despite his 2-star weak foot, he has a high defensive work rate, and he already has agility and jumping stats in the greens, valued at 600k. He's a foreign top talent with an 81 potential. The growth and development on this man is going to be scintillating. Here we have Malero Bogard, the Dutch centre defensive midfielder slash centre back at Hoffenheim. At 18 years of age, he has 80 potential and is valued at 550k with balance and jumping in those light green stats. It's what you want to see early on from a Dutchman. At 58 overall, there's a lot of growth and development to be done, and the centre backs do not stop. Nathan Wood at Middlesbrough, the English talent. There seems to be a plethora of them on this list. At 6'1" already as a sprint speed, he's quite a pacey centre back at 71. A lot of technical areas to improve on. With a 675k valuation, the man can transform into an absolute wall, standing at an 82 potential. We all know Bella Kotchap from FIFA 20. I just wanted to point out he has 5-star weak foot in FIFA 21 with a 6'3" stature. He's back and better than ever before. 79 strength is his highlight, still valued at under £1 million. The German is an absolute steal. As we keep progressing through these centre backs, Victor Guzman, the first Mexican talent on this list, at a 61 overall, playing at Club Tijuana. 74 balance stat is his main highlight, valued at 775k. Another one of these under £1 million players that you need to keep on your wish list. 280 potential centre backs in a row with Becky Omaragic and Marvin Tishy Bua. If you watched the channel last year, you know all about this man, the Frenchman out at Saint Etienne. I'm glad he's back with a bang. The FC Urich talent with a leadership trait rate is what's winning me over with him right now, as the Swiss can also play at right back. We have Isaac Toure out at Le Havre AC. The 17-year-old is another fruit of their youth academy and has a potential of 81, valued at 57 overall. There is a staggering amount of growth to be achieved as we move on down to the last centre-back, Chris Richards, the American at Bayern Munich 2, who's actually been playing for the first team recently. He has 90 jumping stat. What is this man eating for breakfast? 73 heading accuracy and strength and stamina. That is impressive beyond belief. With that £3.95 million release clause, it is going to be worth every cent as he has a potential of 83. Sirkin is the only left back that qualifies for this list. We've already covered him in the new Wonder Kids video. He has a potential of 83. At Tottenham Hotspur, definitely one for you guys to look out for. We progress down over to the midfielders. Another Mexican on this list. Out at Lille, it is Eugenio Pizzuto. With 82 potential, his main strength is jumping, can only play at the CDM commanding role, and he's valued at 625k. An 82 potential Argentine, David Ayala, the 61 rated central defensive midfielder, once more with the 3-star. The left-footed talent with physical stats that are bursting off the page. 81 balance, light greens galore. He's valued at 900k with a release clause if you're lucky at £2.2 million, a plus 21 growth to expect on the South American. As we move on down to Pape Gueye, he's moved from Le Havre to Marseille, and the Frenchman, another one on this list. With a CDM/centre mid position, he's 6'2", medium work rate, stamina and strength is bloody impeccable, aggression as well. You know he's going to get roughed up in those tackles, you know he's going to get stuck in. With a potential of 84, a £3.3 million valuation is absolutely warranted. Once more, it's a Tottenham talent on this list. Harvey White can play at left back as well. His main position is CDM. With the 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot, he's a well-balanced player, all-rounded, 71 balance and 71 free kick accuracy with a potential of 80. The Englishman can benefit from dynamic potential. As we move on down to Danny Leyva, an American that has been recently added towards the back end of FIFA 20. He's here from the start in FIFA 21, and the 17-year-old with a 4-star weak foot. He has an 81 potential and already has agility and balance in the low 70s. Technically, he needs to improve beyond belief. Shot power and long shots are promising with a 400k valuation. Can you prize him away from the MLS? Luka Sukic, a Croatian who seems like the perfect replacement for either Modric or Rakitic in the national team. He has two traits, long passer and long shot taker. At 6'1", he has 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot, and he's a very well-rounded talent with 72 shot power and 72 free kick accuracy he's got in the locker. He could be a low-key tyrant in the midfield. Valued at 900k at RB Salzburg, you just know he might be the next big thing. Kais Ruiz Atil, the central mid, can play at cam and left wing. At 17 years of age, the Moroccan is another fruit of the PSG Youth Academy, and it has the technical dribbler trait, short passing and balance, also agility in the light greens. He has a potential of 84 and has a 975k valuation. The first Manchester City talent on the list, another Englishman, the central mid, Tommy Doyle. He has a potential of 82 and has 79 balance in the mix. You'd have to pay 700k for the number 69 services. As we move on down to an elite top tier hidden gem, it is Fausto Vera. With an 84 potential, the 67 rated Argentine is coming out of La Plata Gimnasia in the Argentinian league with 73 stamina, 71 vision and 73 composure. A bit on the older side on this list. At 20, he has 71 ball control, 71 long pass, 76 short passing and a long passer trait. He's going to be pinging balls across the midfield. He must have moved in this scouting period as he has accepted a transfer valued at £2.4 million. Aston Franks is up next, and we've covered him numerous times before. We haven't actually scouted him this time around. If you don't know about him, I feel sorry for you. You need to get on the hype train for your own good of your career mode experience. Joris Chotard, the Montpellier youth product with that 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, the central midfielder. He's shown well-balanced, well-orchestrated stats that just seem to be beaming off the page. He's a multifaceted Frenchman valued at £2.9 million and has an 83 potential. The 80 potential Spaniard Joffre at Girona is up next at a 60 overall. He is looking like one of the most well-balanced players on this list. The 5'5" hidden gem is a small little orchestrator in the middle of the park and play at cam as well, and is valued at 600k. Advent Appiah, another talent out of Spain, UD Almeria, has the Englishman on their books. He has the flair trait, speed dribbler and technical dribbler all in his arsenal with an 84 potential. That is a plus 20 growth you could expect on the Englishman, valued at £1.5 million. With acceleration, sprint speed, agility all in the 90s, you know he's going to fit that FIFA 21 meta to a T. Jacob Italiano, the Australian out of Borussia Mönchengladbach, putting us Aussies on the map. Playing in the Bundesliga, he has a high attack and work rate, and I mean, maybe if you want a discounted version of Arvin Appiah, here is your pick. Light green stats in the physicals where it matters, but stamina stamina and strength is always an issue with some of these young upcoming wonder kids. Technically, there's a lot to work on as well. With a 950k valuation, he's back with an 82 potential. The 82 potential Juan Manuel Cuesta is a 60 rated left midfielder slash striker, South American with an 84 balance stat as his main area of expertise. We move on to his value and he's a 700k type player. Definitely affordable, definitely cheap, and will get you results. Rabi Matonto, he's a well-known talent. I feel like he just doesn't get appreciated enough, really. The Welshman out at Schalke, they're having a terrible campaign this time around, so maybe you can pray him away. And he also does have a game face this year. Primarily a left midfielder, can also play at striker and right mid. 5'9" with a high attack and work rate. He does have the speed dribbler trait, showing decent signs in the technical department. It has 93 acceleration, 94 sprint speed, and 82 agility, man. Those dark green stats are tempting. Yusuf Demir, another young new gem that has burst out the woodwork. Literally coming from nowhere at Rapid Vienna, the Austrian super talent. The 87 balance, his main strength. He's a potential of 85. We covered him in the brand new Wonder Kids video I have on the channel, so make sure you check that out. Valued at 1.7 million pounds. He qualifies as a hidden gem as well. Moving on over to Germany once more, it is Lilian Egloff. The 18-year-old from VfB Stuttgart is a cam, right winger, and center forward. We love some versatility. 59 overall, has a potential of 81, and the agility balance stats are the only ones in the light green. Belgium continues to supply us with high-rated youth prospects coming out of their country. This time from Genk, it is Luca Oyen, the cam slash left wing with 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot. He has a high work rate. He's an absolute workhorse, displaying some great work ethic at an early age. Has the flair trait and is 62 overall. His balance stat is his main highlight at an 81. Acceleration, sprint speed, agility, all looking picture perfect, and 71 ball control complements him nicely as he's valued at 975k and has an 82 potential with 20 overall points of growth. I'm expecting some big things out of him this year. Moving now to the forward line, the strikers. Goncalo Ramos is up first. He's centre forward, which you can easily convert into a cam or striker, maybe even a winger. The Portuguese talent out of Benfica, 4-star weak foot, medium work rates with 2 traits to boast about: finesse shot and long shot taker. That beautiful Benfica kit just looks absolutely stunning on him. Pace, agility, and balance is his main areas of expertise. As we move on to his £2 million valuation at 66 overall, he's a potential of 84. We all know about Liverpool's Harvey Elliott. He has returned in FIFA 21 with an 85 potential, 4-star weak foot, and the flair trait alongside it. His right wingers are looking exquisite with acceleration, sprint speed, agility, and balance always absolutely on point. 72 dribbling isn't that bad either. A £1.7 million valuation for the Englishman, as yet again these Germans continue to pop up. Poor Nebel, another brand new wonder kid in FIFA 21. He's a versatile king, playing at right wing and left wing. Also cam, he can do a shift. A high attack and work rate with that 4-star weak foot. He's 5'7". He is like the German Robben waiting to be transformed. With a £1.1 million valuation, he has an 83 potential. The American whiz kid that was added towards the back end of the FIFA 20 game cycle, Ulysses Laniez Jr. He's playing for Wolfsburg, but he's currently out on loan at Herenveen. The 19-year-old from the USA can play on either side of the wings with a high-low work rate, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, and is a technical dribbler to boot. With a £1.4 million valuation, you need to have him on your shortlist in order to snap him up after his loan spell. A lower tier kind of talent still in Germany, and we are with the English once again. A 4-star weak foot on Xavier Amechi. He has an 80 potential at 60 rated. He already has some light greens to go with it. His attributes are a bit hit and miss, and he has a 625k valuation. The Americans have returned. It's Indiana Vasilev. He's playing out at Aston Villa. I've never really heard of him in my life before. He's 62 rated, high-low work rate yet again, 3-star weak foot, and he has some physical stats that really complement his position nicely. Can play anywhere in the front three, and he's valued at £1 million. He's currently out on loan, so you have to wait until season 2. Onto the strike force now. We have a Ukrainian bomber in the front lines, Vladislav Supriaga. One of my favorite names on this list. He's the 20-year-old striker from Dynamo Kiev. He's been in FIFA before. He's been removed. He's had a bit of a turbulent time in the game. With an 84 potential, the sky is the limit alongside his acceleration and sprint speed stats in the high 80s. A complete striker that you need to be aware of, and he's valued at £3.5 million. Liam Delap, who's been getting a bit of game time in the Premier League. He is a Manchester City youth talent, and he's a 17-year-old striker. Medium work rates, and is 6'1". A 3-star weak foot alongside acceleration, sprint speed, and agility to his advantage. There's a long way to go with this teenager before you can classify him as a world-class talent, but That's the grind, that's the journey, valued at 925k. Hopefully you can prize him away from Manchester City, and it's FC Bayern Munich too. We love these second teams, these youth academy teams being in the game, as they've provided us once more with another talent. It's Mark Tillman, the striker who doesn't really have any major standouts, just is well-rounded, well-balanced. He has an 825k evaluation. As we move on down to the last two players, the last two are Englishmen, and they are strikers. Joe Gelhardt at Leeds United can play anywhere in the front three, and has a high attacking work rate, 3-star, and is a technical dribbler to boot. No main real highlights to pick up on in his attributes. As we move on over to his value, he has an 825k price tag. Florin Balogun is a hot prospect that is picking up a lot of steam in the Arsenal Youth Academy. Signed a new deal with the Gunners, and he has a 4-star weak foot, high attacking work rate, acceleration, sprint speed, and agility are all working in his favor. He has a 625k valuation. With an 80 potential, I'm expecting him to succeed that. Gelhardt and Tillman both had an 81 potential, and Delep had an 82. We progressed down to Deshaun Redan, a poacher in our ranks with an 80 potential, has a 4-star weak foot. He's 5'9", so he's one of those small mobile strikers. At 19, playing out of Hertha Berlin, the Dutchman is a 625k type of player. Here is our last player on the list. Our last hidden gem we need to dig into is Ricky J. Jones from Peterborough United. You've got to get around him. I know the English talents have dominated this list, but there is too many to pick from. The 17-year-old with the speed dribbler trait. He's also 6 foot with a high attacking work rate, 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, and he already has some 90 stats. How is this even possible? Out in League 1, he has a 91 acceleration, 92 sprint speed, and 82 agility, which is just picturesque. The technical department does need a few enhancements that can come with time, with training, and some match day experience. He's valued at 650k and has a potential of 82. I could have even added more to the list, man. There are so many young talents and hidden gems this year. It is actually crazy. So if you guys went on to enjoy, if it helped you out in any way, shape, or form, make sure to drop the video a like down below. If you want more Wonder Kid content coming at you on the regular, on the daily, make sure to subscribe, turn on those notifications. We're on the hunt for 100k subscribers before 2021, so boys, help us out. Feel free to check me out on social media. All the links are in the description. Comment down below, did I miss out on anyone? Should we do a part 2? As always, I've been BCHD. Those have been the best hidden gems in FIFA 21, and I'll catch you all in the very next video.